The Man Behind the Window. One cold winter evening, a 16-year-old girl was home alone, watching TV. Her parents had gone to a party at a friend's house. Snow had been falling thickly all day, but the girl felt warm and cozy, curled up on the couch in the living room under a wool blanket. By midnight, her parents still hadn't returned, and she began to feel uneasy. She didn't want to call them. She was afraid they might think she couldn't take care of herself. The TV stood in the corner of the room, near a large window. She was watching another movie when, out of the corner of her eye, she noticed something moving outside the window. Through the falling snow and darkness, she saw a man approaching. As he came closer, she could make out his face. It was covered in scars, and his lips were twisted into a sinister smile. Frightened, the girl froze. The man just stood there, silently staring at her through the glass. Then he slowly reached into his coat pocket and pulled something out. It was a knife. The girl couldn't take it anymore. She grabbed her phone from the side table and dialed the police, her breath trembling. "There's a man outside my window," she whispered, not taking her eyes off the horrifying figure. "He has a knife. Please hurry. My address is—" She remained perfectly still, every second crawling by. The man was still there, staring at her. Eventually, she heard the wail of sirens and then a loud knock at the door. She ran to let the police in. They told her they hadn't seen anyone near the house and hadn't found any footprints in the snow. "That's impossible," the girl said, pointing to the window. "He was just there when you knocked. You had to have seen him." "That's not possible," the officer replied. "There was no one there. And the snow is untouched. If someone had been standing there, there would be clear tracks." "But I saw him with my own eyes," she insisted. "Your eyes can play tricks on you," the officer smirked. "Maybe you've been watching too many horror movies." The officers were about to leave when one of them suddenly frowned and walked around the couch where the girl had been sitting. There, on the carpet behind the sofa, were wet footprints and a discarded knife. "You didn't see the man outside the window," the officer said slowly. "You saw his reflection. He was standing just a few steps behind you the entire time."
Subscribe, like, follow, tap the bell.